There is a real lawsuit happening right now over an AI that went shopping without asking permission first. Not a hacked account, not a scam, a company's own AI browser assistant, doing exactly what it was built to do: browsing, comparing, clicking, and buy. And now there is a legal fight over whether it should have asked first. I am telling you this in the first 10 seconds because I want you to understand something. This isn't a someday technology. This is happening in your browser right now. In 2026, while most people are still manually copy pasting between 15 tabs like it's 2015, by the end of this video, you will understand exactly what these browser agents are, which one exactly exists, what they can actually do today, and more importantly, what it means for you, how your work a year from now. Because the last section is generally the part that matters most for you personally. Before we get into it, if you are new here, this channel breaks down exactly this kind of stuff. The real shifts in AI in plain English, no jargon, every week, maybe every day. Hit subscribe now so you don't lose this channel in your feed, and let's get into it. Let's start with the confusion most people have, because AI browser agent sounds like a buzzword until you see it plainly. For 20 years, your browser has been a window. You open it, you type, you click, you read, you close it. It shows you things. It doesn't do anything on its own. An AI browser agent flips that completely. Instead of a window, your browser becomes something closer to an assistant sitting inside it, one that can see the page you are on, understand what's on it, and actually take action for you. Fill in forms, compare prices across 3 tabs you have open, draft a reply to an email, book something, summarize an article you read yesterday, and connect it to one you are reading today. Here's the part that makes this generally different from a regular chatbot. It's not answering a question in the separate windows and leaving you to do the work. It's doing the clicking, typing, and navigating itself inside the actual browser you already use. This isn't one company's experiment either. Right now, in 2026, there is an actual competition happening between several major players, each building their own version of this. Perplexity has one built directly in their own browser. OpenAI built theirs into a standalone browser too. Anthropic added their assistant directly into Chrome. Microsoft built one into Edge. Even Google has started testing this directly inside regular Chrome. This is being called informally the AI browser war, and it's happening this year, not in some distant future. Quick question for you: how many tabs do you have open right now, doing basically the same research task? 2, 5? Comment the numbers below, because that exact habit what this entire technology is built to replace. Let's get concrete, because vague AI talks is useless. Here's what actually working right now in real products, not concept demos. Instead of you opening 5 articles, reading each one, and mentally connecting the dots, the agent reads across all of them and give you the summarized, synthesized answer with the sources it actually pulled from, not made up. Booking something, filling in shipping addresses, submitting a form that used to take 10 clicks, the agent does the clicking. Have 3 tabs open, comparing prices or options, the agent can look all 3 and tell you which one actually wins, instead of you manually going back and forth. Note, here's a suggestion: copy and paste it yourself, actually placing the draft where it needs to go. The console logs the network requests, which is big deal if you are the kind of person building or fixing websites, not just browsing them. I want to be honest with you, because I am not here to oversell this. These tools are impressive, but they are not flawless yet. Independent testing on these agents shows they complete somewhere around 7 to 9 out of 10 every 10 typical web tasks successfully without a human stepping in, which is generally impressive. But it also means roughly 1 in 10 task still needs a human catch a mistake. That gap is exactly why you still see a review before it happens. Step in most of these tools today, and it's also exactly why that lawsuit I mentioned at the start exists, because when an agent is right 90% of the time, the other 10% still matters a lot when real money or real decisions are involved. Remember that tab count you commented a minute ago? Keep that number in your head, because in the next section I am going to show you exactly how the number goes towards 0. Here's a number that should put this in perspective. The market from this kind of AI agent technology was worth a little over $7 billion in 2025. It's projected to grow towards nearly $200 billion within the next decade. That's not a small trend. That's one of the fastest growing categories in all of tech right now. And AI-powered browsers specifically are growing at roughly 65% year over year. Why is it growing this fast? 3 real reasons, no fluff. Reason 1: the boring stuff is generally disappearing. Filling forms, comparing options, drafting first pass replies, nobody enjoys these tasks, and companies are realizing they don't need a human doing them anymore. Reason 2. It's not good enough to trust with real tasks, not just party tricks. A year or two ago, this kind of tech felt like a novelty, cute but not reliable enough to actually use. The competition traits are mentioned earlier are reason that changed. I crossed the line from interesting demo to actually useful tools sometimes in the last year. Reason 3. Competition is forcing fast improvement. When 4 or 5 major companies are all racing to build the best version of same tool, the pace of improvement speeds up dramatically. That's exactly what's happening here. And it's a part of why one company browser assistant went from a slower, less reliable versions to nearly matching human level performance on standard tests in the span of about a year. Now here's a section most beginners videos skip completely, and it's the one I think matters the most. Giving an AI the ability to click and act, not just talk. The real shift in risk, not just convenience. That lawsuit I mentioned in the opening hook is the perfect example. An AI agent doing automated shopping without a clear enough approval, and now there is an actual legal fight over where the responsibility sits. Here's the honest breakdown of what actually watch out for. Not every agent asks for permissions the same way. Some pause and confirm before taking any action that involves money or sending something out. Others move faster and accept you to review of afterward. Now, which type of tool you are using before you hand it something important. These agents can be tricked. If an agent is reading a web page to decide what to do next, and the web page contains hidden or miscellaneous instructions, poorly built agent can actually get fooled into doing something you don't ask for. This is real, documented security concern in this space right now, not paranoia. 90% reliable, it's still generally risky for in anything involving money, legal agreements, or sensitive data. That remaining 10% is exactly where the current caution and these tools come from, and why the smartest way to use them right now in on low stakes repetitive tasks first, not signing contracts or making purchases supervised. This isn't a reason to avoid these tools, it's a reason to use them like a smart beginner. Start with the boring low risk stuff and build the trust with the tool before you hand it anything that actually matters. Here's the part that actually matters for you, not just tech industry. If you spend any real chunk of your day doing repetitive browser work, research, comparing options, filling forms, drafting replies, checking multiple sources, you are looking at the exact category of work that's about to shrink dramatically. Not disappear, shrink. The parts of your job that are generally repetitive and rule-based get absorbed by tools like this, and what's left is the part that actually needs your judgment. If you are a freelancer or run anything online, this is directly useful to you today, not just in theory. Client research, competition comparison, competitor comparison, first draft replies to inquiries, basic admin, all tasks a browser agent can start taking off your plate right now, freeing up your actual working hours for the stuff a client is really paying you for: your judgment, your creativity, your relationship with them. And here's a mindset shift that matters most. Goal isn't resist this and keep doing everything by hand out of habit. It's also not to blindly hand everything over without checking. It's to learn where the line sits, which tasks are safe to automate today and which ones still need your eyes on them. That skill you can start building right now with the tools that actually already exist, and it only gets more valuable as these agents get better. Let's bring this together. For 20 years, your browser was a window. Right now, in 2026, it's turning into something closer to an assistant that can see, click, or not just show you things. It's already doing real work. Research across tabs, form filling, comparisons, drafting replies. It's generally reliable most of the times, but not flawless. And the gap exactly where the real risks live right now. More tricked agents to actual lawsuits over supervised actions. For you personally, the move isn't fear it or blindly trust it. It's start using it on the boring, low risk stuff today and build the judgment to know exactly where a human still needs to be watching. I put together a free companion guide going deeper into which specific tools are worth trying first and a simple checklist for which tasks are safe to hand off today. It's pinned in the comments below, completely free. If this made this whole AI browser thing actually click for you, that's the entire point of this channel. One honest, no hype breakdown at a time. See you in the next one.